Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day in Jesus. What we're looking at today is a Pine Mountain, Georgia book haul. Sister Waldron and I went to Pine Mountain, Georgia for our anniversary, October 27th. It's kind of like a sister city to Warm Springs, Georgia. They're in west central Georgia. Absolutely gorgeous if you ever get a chance to go. Warm Springs, little White House where, didn't FDR die there? I've been to the little White House a few times. Warm Springs State Park, one of the most gorgeous state parks in America. If you've never been, it's absolutely unreal. It's unbelievable. Animal park there, all this. We went to the Biblical History Museum in LaGrange, which is about 30 minutes from Pine Mountain. He that is made, and I get there, and guess who's there? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And by the time you watch this video, I'm doing it, several weeks in advance. It may be President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. I don't know. So, the first thing I bought was, you can see it was $4, and it's gmandino. The first reason I bought that, first of all, it was in basically perfect mint. It's no longer in perfect mint because I've destroyed it, unfortunately, transporting it back and all this kind of stuff. Second of all, gmandino, very popular self-help, Christian self-help along the lines of your Zig Ziglar, at least in that genre, the greatest salesman in the world, greatest secret in the world, greatest miracle in the world, 3 volumes in one, complete and unabridged. I think I tried to read, maybe he's got something about Babylon as well, but you can see it's large print. So if I ever want to read these, it was $4. I figure, okay, I will read this particular edition because, it's large print there. Or if we have young Christian businessmen in our church, I feel led of the Lord to give it to them. We'll do that. And then secondly, whoa, what did we find? The intimate papers of Colonel Edward Mandell House. Yes, this is the 3rd time I have found these in the Warm Springs, Georgia area. I said, and I may have actually I forget if I got it in Pine Mountain or Warm Springs. We went to both places while we were there. Now, who was Edward Mandell House? Of course, he's the one that wrote the famous socialist book, Philip Drew, Administrator, and he was known as, let's see, these were $15 each. So he was known as Woodrow Wilson's alter ego. Show you here. And so he's an intimate advisor at the time, World War I, when the Federal Reserve was being done. All these famous things in American history. So as you get into prophecy, you get into one world order. And when you get into one world order, this is one of the guys you run into, and on and so forth. So I've read Philip Drew, Administrator, maybe a couple times. So this 3rd time finding this set of books. One of the times, it was years ago, it was $28. And it comes with this little thing, because I think this is 1st edition, and it was actually signed by Colonel Edward Mandell House, and I didn't get it because $28 then, and still was a lot of money, but I was able to get that for $30, so I'm very grateful for that. Let's see what else we got. There's a receipt. I need to keep the receipt with that. So, what else did we get? The Jesus Party by Hugh Schoenfield, author of the Passover Plot. Now, if you remember, the Passover Plot, was it in the 60s? That this was like the recitation theory of Jesus' resurrection, that had been beat, whipped, crucified, but when he hit the cold tomb, he revived. And then in his beaten, bloodied, crucified state, he rolled the stone away, or got his buddies to, and there you have it. And so this is the sequel. So the Passover Plot sold over 2 million copies. This also was an About Perfect mint. Needed it for research. Can't believe the shape that's in. Thankfully, it means nobody's ever read it. The Selfish Gene by Richard Dawkins. Now, first of all, I do try to get all the Richard Dawkins books. He's a very notorious atheist, hates Christians, on and so forth. Or hates Christianity, maybe would be more accurate. I don't want to say something he didn't say. The reason I found this particular book so fascinating is reading something, was it Nature or somewhere, Scientific American recently, they said that they no longer believe in the selfish gene. It is the altruistic gene. And but he's converted a lot of people to atheism. So, and get that for research. Now this is a collection of old wives' fables, and but the title of it, I probably don't want you to know. It's nothing bad, but it's done by St. Martin's Griffin, New York. But this is a family channel. Somebody young is liable to see it. So it's got a word I don't like to promote on there. It's not a curse word. It's a word that's used all the time. Some of you are probably like, well, what is it? I'm not going to tell you. But you can look at it. Peter Engel, Old Wives' Tales. But I get this, I mean, this just helps in preaching and speaking. Like lemon juice will get rid of freckles, the Old Wives' Tale. Underwater birth ensures babies a happy, more peaceful life. Take milk baths for good skins. Vitamin C prevents colds. A baby born with a caul over its face has special powers. You can get rid of AIDS or herpes in a hot tub. If you urinate on the third rail of a subway track, you'll get electrocuted. Hang a silver spoon in champagne to keep it carbonated. Don't look at an eclipse or you'll go blind. So then he rates the veracity. I mean, some of these things are true and some are not true. And then lastly, my good friend Paul Mooney would like this. The stories of the great operas. I think I used to teach a class. I may have only taught one iteration of it called Cultural Literacy, or maybe we were just developing that class when I left IBC full-time. And so his daughter actually got a degree, Jay got a degree, I think, in opera singing. She was an amazing opera singer. And so, and in studying revolutionary movements around the world, like I was shocked. They do an opera in France and then everybody had attacked the government and everything. I mean, operas are used in revolutionary things, Wagner and all this. But I like to know, to reach, Paul said, I've become all things to all men that I might win some, just to know different cultural things and that type of thing. So this is our Pine Mountain, Georgia book haul, and we just had a good time. This is my wife and I's 36th anniversary, so we're just doing good for Jesus the best we can. We want to do a lot better, though. So God bless. We love you in Jesus' name.